Hello, and welcome to this video about Intel, the multinational technology company that specializes in the design and manufacturing of microprocessors, chips, and other computer hardware components. In this video, we'll explore some interesting facts about Intel, its impact on the economy, and its place in the market for computer hardware. Some fun facts about Intel. Did you know that Intel's co-founder, Robert Noyce, is credited with inventing the microchip, a component of modern computing that our technology would be nowhere without? Or that inside the Intel logo, which has been used to market the company's products since 1991, we find one of the most globally recognizable logos that you can find. Everyone knows what Intel is because you see the sticker on all your computers. And did you know that there is an in-house anthropologist whose job it is to study how people use technology, the better to enable Intel to craft their products to their consumers' needs? So what's the market position of Intel? Intel can be described as an oligopoly, as it is one of the dominant players in the market for microprocessors and other computer hardware components. Intel competes with other major players such as AMD, Qualcomm, and NVIDIA. Some history about Intel. Intel was founded in 1968 by Robert Noyce and Gordon Moore, who were both engineers working on the semiconductors. And the company's early success was driven by the development of the microprocessor, which allowed for the creation of smaller and more powerful computers. Over the years, they continued to innovate in their personal computer technologies as well as data center computers. Some constraints on pricing is that Intel's products are subject to several constraints, including competition, raw materials, and manufacturing costs. And the price is sensitive for consumers because they can easily switch to a competitor's microchip. And additionally, technological advancements impact Intel's market position. Some demand and supply for Intel. Intel's demand is generally inelastic as consumers and businesses the world over rely on Intel for their microprocessor capabilities. And recent demand shifters include the changes in consumer preferences, particularly considering computing power for specific tasks, as well as data analysis and cloud computing services. These sectors are very impactful for the demand and supply of Intel. Supply shifts for Intel include changes in availability and material costs. In general, a price increase of 10% would have a relatively small impact on the demand for Intel's products because it is relatively inelastic. People are going to need a computer, whether it's $100 or $110. People need their computers. But a change in the price could send some customers to the competitors. Yes. According to a recent article from Reuters, Intel is planning to raise its prices by as much as 20% in response to a global chip shortage. Some substitutes include microprocessors from companies like AMD, Qualcomm, and NVIDIA, but Intel still secures its position as taking a lion's share of the market by making deals with so many consumer technological companies that you wouldn't even know Intel's components are in. Some of the suppliers and employees can exert pressure on Intel to increase its costs, particularly if they demand higher wages due to changing market conditions. However, Intel is a giant company who can take all of these hits and roll with the punches and continue to be profitable, as Intel has been consistently profitable over many years with annual revenue in the tens of billions of dollars. To improve its profits, Intel could focus on developing new and innovative products that differentiate it from its competitors, while also investing in cost-cutting measures to reduce operating expenses. Additionally, Intel could explore new markets and applications for its products, such as the emerging fields of artificial intelligence and quantum computing. We can see their manufacturing process in one of their facilities. And here we observe some more scientists working on something that I don't know what it is. And one of the big leaps that Intel can make will be in the field of artificial intelligence and quantum computing, as we see a quantum computer here. And quantum computing, I could try to explain it, but I would be lying if I told you I understand what it is. All I know is that it's the future of technology. And this is one of the main things that Intel can look at to increase profits in the future. And 3 questions I have are, what have you learned about Intel? Would you go out of your way to buy a computer with an Intel processor? And where do you rank Intel among other tech giants? Thank you for listening to my TED Talk.